Hey guys, it's me, a person, along with Perk, and welcome to Enter Username.
Hello.
Now, we're both currently the only ones on right now, so we're the only ones doing the podcast. So, anyways, we don't know what to talk about right now, so darn. But
Yeah.
what I can do is I can look up things that are going on in the gaming community,
Ooh, yes, and we can talk about them.
and we can talk about the things that people are pretty much saying about things. So,
We can see new games that are coming.
yeah, we can. And this could be your daily dose of gaming news.
Game reviews.
So, starting off, the Valve's Index VR headset will officially cost $999. That seems like a lot.
That's excessive. How good is it for it to cost that much?
So I'm not sure how good it is, but if it's like really good, like Ready Player One good,
But like
that'd
that
be
much
cool.
money for a headset?
It's a VR headset, and
Oh,
it's
VR.
initially going to be that much, but then it'll probably decrease over time.
Probably. I mean, most games do, unless they get really popular.
Yeah,
Like,
and what I'm thinking is it's gonna be maybe it'll be usable on different things, like not just PC, but like also
I'm on VR right now.
PlayStation
Yeah.
and all the other things. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm experiencing VR right now.
So that's pretty much the easiest thing.
Any
Um,
computers that are coming out soon?
I have not been able to see that. So from what I've heard is that Microsoft, their pretty much their new adaptive controller. You know that, right?
No, I've actually not heard of that.
So the adaptive controller is just a base rectangle with two buttons, the base start and pause button. Those the base two buttons, the power button and the D-pad, and I think there might be more. But what you can do is you can plug in other button pieces, and it allows people with disabilities, people who had to get like their arm amputated.
Oh, you
It
might
allows
have.
them to play games again.
Dude, that's so cool.
And apparently, Microsoft is helping veterans game again with the Xbox adaptive controllers. At least that's what this article says.
Dude,
Um,
no.
I think that is true. I think what it means though is veterans who lost a limb or are having who can no longer use the 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 normal controller. I think that's what they mean in this.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think that's a very nice thing that they did. They made an adaptive controller, like the Wii nunchuck, chop no nunchuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the little joystick. Well, they used that. They used a bunch of different buttons. I think there's sensors, and there's like some of the control things you can plug in are like on the, you know how people have to use an electric wheelchair.
Yeah.
Well, what they did was they made it so you can keep, if it's let's say their disability is like they can't exactly control themselves. Have you watched the show Speechless?
No.
Oh, well, basically it's about a family with a kid with a disability, and it's not just one, but he's not able to walk, he's not able to use his hands properly. Have you ever seen I'm not trying to seem like really bad when I say this, but you know how with some people their disability, like when they turn their heads, it's kind of like it doesn't look natural and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you basically, he's got those and he's not able to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, if people like that what they can do is they can get a part for the headrest on the controller, and it's a button, so they can hit it with their head, not like really hard, but like they can tap it, or they can probably like poke it with their head, and it does a control depending on what button you choose it to be.
And I hope we're not trying to be mean at all, but I don't.
Yeah.
If we don't get it right, just tell us.
I don't understand how to say this stuff without sounding rude. Well, I know how it's the right thing not to say it rude, and I know that. I don't want to be sounding rude, but I might end up sounding rude. But what it says here is 22 rehab centers will get access to Microsoft's controllers.
That's so nice. So people play it.
Yeah, so Microsoft's adaptive controllers started out as 2 hackathon projects at the company after an idea from a veteran with a limited mobility. Designed for gamers with disabilities, the controller has 2 large programmable buttons and 19 jacks that can be connected to various accessories to make Xbox and PC gaming more accessible for a number of players.
That's like, I'm so happy because now people.
That is a really good thing. Microsoft is now
bigger.
Yeah. Microsoft is doing good with this. I think their idea with this, it's been well implemented, and I think it's an amazing thing for them to do. Microsoft is now partnering with U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs to provide 22 rehab centers with Xbox adaptive controllers and allow veterans with limited mobility the ability to play games again. That is just amazing to hear. I'm glad to be hearing this.
Yay!
These controllers, which starred in the company's Super Bowl commercial earlier this year, will be used in a therapeutic and rehabilitative activities for veterans, and they are designed to improve things like hand-eye coordination, muscle activation, and general social activities. Gaming is a popular activity in the military, so this rollout seems like a natural fit for the existing 20-year partnership between the VA and Microsoft. That is true. There's a lot of people who are in the military, and when they have free time, they might play games. My father does that, and it's fun. It's fun to play with him. Gaming is just a good way for them to get stuff off, to get stuff like out of their head, or like just for them to have fun and not be like doing work or being deployed or whatever it is all military people do. I know everyone at least gets deployed at one point. Everyone goes through basic training. Maybe not tech school, but they all go through a process where they're in military and then they want to just chill.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the next part. We think this is the right thing to do, explains Microsoft's gaming chief Phil Spencer in an interview with The Verge. There are scenarios that bring people from all around the planet of different abilities, different genders, different races, different social economic scenarios together, and we believe in that power of gaming. Spencer looks at the adaptive controller as a starting point for more accessibility work from Microsoft to improve gaming, to enable more people to be able to play just like everybody else. Is a great first step, says Spencer. But you're definitely going to see us doing more in this space. That is a good thing to hear. The fact that they're going to be doing more with this little area of their company. I think it's good that they're doing more of this.
Nice. Any new games or?
I'm not sure. I think it'll work with maybe not every game, but it might be most games on the Xbox Microsoft Store.
Nice.
And apparently, it also works with the Nintendo Switch, which is very, very cool.
Because the Nintendo Switch is like...
It has Mario Kart.
So for people to be able to play it, it's really nice.
The fact that it works with more than just the Xbox or possibly PC, that's a good thing. They're trying to make it work with all the devices or consoles. The Xbox adaptive controller debuted late last year for $99, and we've already seen people hacking things together to get it to work on the Nintendo Switch console. Having this work. Oh, so it's not that they put it for the Nintendo Switch as well, but people have been modifying it to work with the Nintendo Switch.
Dude, they should hire those people and be like, hey, you want to create some with us? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
And, okay, so having this work on multiple platforms is a big point of feedback for Microsoft. I think the number one piece of feedback that we get is we wish all platforms supported it, reveals Spencer. That's something Microsoft wants to address, but it doesn't own the software that runs on Sony's PlayStation consoles or Nintendo Switch's hardware. So they would do it, but because they don't own the software that runs those two consoles, they cannot.
Oh, that sucks.
Not to mention, but Microsoft and Sony aren't exactly at the best of terms, because Sony is not exactly a company that is friends with Microsoft, and it's not always something you want to be. Their company is just. I'm not a big fan of Sony, but I think that this is something they should work together on. Maybe make the same models, but have PlayStation have their own designs on them. Have Xbox keep theirs.
I would love if PlayStation had that, because lots of people play PlayStation.
And lots of people play PC and Xbox and Nintendo Switch. And I think the fact that they're upset that they're not able to do it with all of them. Well, I don't know if they're upset, but the fact that they would do it, but they can't. That's the part that brings it down. Our conversations with other platforms about supporting the adaptive... they've been positive, says Spencer. We talked to Valve about it. We've talked to Nintendo about it. We've talked to Sony about it. This isn't something where I feel like we've got to break down some walls. My hope is that it's just time. So
great.
They've talked to the other companies, and they don't have any problems with it. Apparently, they just want to know. It's just how long will it take for them to actually do it. And we're in the last two paragraphs. For now, Microsoft is looking to get a better understanding of how well its adaptive controller works for veterans and to improve it for the future. We want to get the feedback on it, how it works in market, explained Spencer. We did a bunch of investigation as we were building it, user research, and teams that would come in every month. This is more about us perfecting the platform and getting the feedback. Microsoft has worked with various occupational therapy groups, but partnering directly with veterans is a bigger step. Veterans will also be able to use the controllers for sports events like the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. The hope is that Microsoft's push here will convince other companies to do the same and level the playing field for the billion people in the world who experience some form of disability.
Oh, that's so nice.
That is one of the best things I've ever heard. And there's a lot of good things, but the fact that Microsoft, they're doing something for people who are no longer able to do something.
Finally noticing.
The fact that they're noticing this, and that they're doing this for people who love games but no longer can play them. So it's nice.
Is that a new article, or was it posted a while back?
It was posted today at 8 a.m.
Woo!
So this is recent.
I mean, it's as recent as it can get.
That is really, really good to know that this happened very, very close to now.
So that you can be expecting it in the future? I can't say near future, because I do not know.
It's still going on right now, because it was at 8 a.m. They wouldn't have put it in, like, two years ago, even if it was happening, like, now. It wouldn't have put it in, like, 2 years, well, about 20 years after today. If it was going on now, because that would make it like really, really, really bad timing. When we look for another article, but I think that was a good one, and I think that was pretty cool.
I've been looking at video games you should be expecting in 2019 to come up. We have a new Mortal Kombat 11, which we should be expecting.
Yeah,
Days Gone, Metro Exodus. I don't know how to say that. Kingdom Hearts 3.
We've been having a lot of stuff coming out that's really good.
I see a new Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah, Borderlands 3 is gonna be awesome. I think.
I see it. A Far Cry New Dawn, a new Far Cry.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. So guys, I'm gonna go to one of the Borderlands 3 trailers
Nice.
and show it to you guys because you guys will love this. So we actually have the official announced trailer where they have a bunch of it shows a bunch of loot. We have the reveal trailer.
Nice.
We have that one isn't as big. Oh, Mask of Mayhem teaser trailer, which was really cool to have.
Right now I'm on Minecraft.
I think what we're gonna do is, we're gonna watch the reveal trailer and then the announced trailer.
I'm on Minecraft right now, so this will be fun. Not to just, interrupt you guys, but
No, that's cool.
I did
there's
be
the
on
bad guys.
I hate this. I see you. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Oh. How did he?
We're gonna get music soon, guys.
Get him. Oh my god.
Okay, hold on. Ah, crap. Okay, well, darn.
The fence so much that he glitched through and is like.
That is I believe this is going to be our assassin.
What? Oh, you're still doing that thing.
And this is the commando. From the leaks, she is going to have a mech. Another vehicle, more vehicles.
Vehicle.
A bunch of like new landscapes we haven't really seen. Maybe that last one was Pandora, but Holy Broadcast Center. Okay, I'm just gonna pause this real quick. This entire trailer is my favorite. I've watched it so many times. The part with Maya not high-fiving, fist bumping that little kid. I have a feeling that kid is probably gonna be a siren that Maya is training, or a child of hers.
Children.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
how many riders are left?
Oh man, this is just a beautiful trailer.
I don't even know what you're looking at. I'm just playing Minecraft.
Whoa, what? Okay, this is probably gonna be my favorite portion. is the Borderlands 3 reveal trailer. I think we can hold off on the actual trailer because, well, we don't exactly need to do that right now. But honestly, guys, I think we're probably gonna end this video around right here. This podcast was good.
Yep.
Me and Perk are having fun doing this. I'm not sure about how Xenon and too many names are. We're just gonna call her 2, but this
Two is I think 2 is at Endgame right now. Which, hey, Endgame just destroyed the box office with 1.2 million on the opening week.
Oh, that is really good.
Yeah.
But guys, first up, to not ruin anybody's life, don't spoil Endgame. I've watched it.
Dude, did you hear about that dude who was like outside the theater spoiling Endgame and like a group of kids
wasn't it like California?
I don't know where it was.
So
they destroyed that
we're gonna end the segment off with people who spoil Endgame. So when I watched it, it was amazing.
Don't spoil Endgame.
I almost cried. But apparently in California, a guy who watched the first showing of it at the theater, like the first showing, not like the first showing of that day, but like the first showing in general, he walked out, and a big group was walking in, and he just started spoiling everything. He said everything in the movie, and they all just crowded around him and started baiting the crap out of him because. And like
nobody stopped, nobody called the police, nothing, nada, zilch.
I think that was pretty interesting. Another thing is a guy got fired at his job because somebody else spoiled it. So what happened was he said, "If you spoil it, I will beat the crap out of you." And he was waiting to watch it with, I don't know if he was waiting to watch it with anybody, but he was waiting to watch it. I don't know if he was able to or not able to. But his coworker decides to spoil it. But that guy, one of them, let's just say one of them is in the hospital, one of them got fired. And that's the sad thing. That he spoiled it. And I think he might have known the consequences of what was going to happen, and he just didn't care. He's like, "No, what? Yeah, beat me up. You won't do it." And then he did it.
And
but also my teacher in first period, what happened was, she said, "Okay, we're gonna set up some ground rules," and then first rule was, no spoiling Endgame, no talking about Endgame, no talking about the MCU at all.
Zilch, nada. You talk, you're out.
What happened was, that was one of the rules. The other 2 rules were basic. Just don't be loud. You can sit wherever you want. Just don't keep swapping between spaces. But she said, if you say anything about Endgame or Marvel or frickin' or like if you spoil Endgame, you talk about Endgame or Marvel in general, you're getting lunch detention. And if anybody asks why you have lunch detention, I'll tell them, and they'll totally understand.
Well, I would definitely understand too.
Yeah, if I were her, I would make it worse. Like, you get expelled if you spoil Endgame.
Get out of this place, loser.
There was a teacher somewhere who had a sign on his door, and it was, I'm waiting to watch Endgame with my brother. If any of you spoil it, you're getting an F. And I think that was a perfect way to get people to shut up. I think people, the first day we got back and after I watched the movie, it was beautiful. I almost cried. To
be honest, nobody could spoil it for me because I think I saw one of the first showings too.
Yeah, I watched it opening night, and it was hard to decompress for me.
Dude, have you seen that TikTok where it's like
God, no. Oh, stop not right now. We can talk about this later. We can probably talk about this beginning next episode, I'd say.
Okay.
But point of this ending segment is, do not spoil movies for buddies of yours.
It destroys friendships. It's like
it ruins friendships. It could get your buddy fired from his job. It could get you. It could get you. Not expelled, but you could get lunch detention. You could get detention, or you could get a failing grade because of it.
Stop moving, idiot.
Or what could happen is everyone could just hate you and never trust you with a movie review ever again. Never. They try to watch it before you. Because where we're at, all tickets are sold out, and there's no way for anyone to get a ticket until these tickets are back in. So a lot of people are very upset that people are just spoiled. I have a friend who doesn't want to watch it just because of the spoils. And we told him, hey, it's a good movie. It's not like you're gonna actually. As long as you enjoy it, it's not as good as the spoilers, because spoilers are bad.
Spoilers are bad.
Well, I'm saying night, guys. Hope you guys watch this video. Actually, this podcast was very low budget, I'd say, but I was able to get it working.
All our podcasts are low budget.
But we don't really care. It's just what we do. See you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Button.